The Allied plans for D-Day were conducted in the utmost secrecy. They were held at the Southwick House, a country house in Hampshire in the south of England. Southwick House was only 5 miles away from the city of Portsmouth, the seat of the Royal Navy. The planning for the Allied landing in Normandy, named Operation Overlord, was led by Dwight David Eisenhower, the supreme Allied commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force. He was joined by his British counterparts, including General Bernard Montgomery, who served as the overall commander of all Allied ground forces, including the Anglo-Canadian 2nd British Army and the US 1st Army. In the air, Trafford Lee Mallory was the Commander-in-Chief of the Allied Expeditionary Air Force, and on the high seas was Admiral Bertram Ramsay, the Allied Naval Commander-in-Chief of the Expeditionary Force. Ramsay was also put in charge of Operation Neptune, the naval aspect to the Normandy operation. The weather was a great concern to the outcome of the invasion. Good weather was an absolute must, as at least tolerable sea conditions were needed for the main amphibious assault, as well as clear skies for the airborne operation the night before. D-Day had originally been planned to take place on the morning of the 5th of June. However, meteorologist and group captain in the Royal Air Force Volunteer Reserve, James Stagg, had concerns about the suitability of the weather on that date. Over the days running up to the 5th, he found himself in the difficult situation of trying to convince Eisenhower that, if his weather prediction was correct, that of a very large incoming storm, then conditions would not be suitable for the invasion. In the early hours of the 3rd of June, at a small weather station in Blacksod, County Mayo in the Republic of Ireland, 21-year-old postmistress Maureen Flavin Sweeney took her hourly weather readings. The readings showed a slight drop in air pressure, a 7-mile-per-hour wind from the southwest, and a slight drizzle. This drop in air pressure confirmed Stagg's concern about an incoming storm that could derail Eisenhower's original plans for the invasion. It is interesting to note that, officially, the Republic of Ireland had been neutral from the very first moments of the war. In early September 1939, the Irish head of government Eamon de Valera announced Irish neutrality, and the Irish Parliament passed the Emergency Powers Act. Despite this, however, the Republic was still willing to not just turn a blind eye, but even actively assist the British and Allied war effort, as in this case with weather reports. After confirming this with another member of the weather station, and coincidentally her future husband, Todd Sweeney, the weather report was sent to Stagg and his meteorological team at Southwick House. Stagg brought this to Eisenhower, and it was decided that any attempt to land in Normandy in those conditions was too risky, and the decision was made to delay the invasion to the following day, June the 6th. It is possible that, had the decision not been made to delay the invasion, the British, American and Canadian forces could have suffered far, far worse casualties than they did in this timeline, or perhaps even have failed to make a successful landing, thereby changing the outcome of the war in Europe forever. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you haven't had the chance, you can watch the previous video on the Molotov cocktail. It'll be on the screen right now. If you have any suggestions or anything you would like to see in a future video, please let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.